out, coming out on the 31st of December this year. It is called Future Horizon, and it has Stardust Spark Dragon, as you can see in the background. It says, like the spark that ignites the future with Cyber Dragon and Super Heavy Samurais. So I will be going over the Ultra Rares and Super Rares, and I'll be glancing at the rares, and that'll be that. So I hope you enjoy. So let's go ahead and crack into it. And I always like to start off right here. So first off, we have the boy, Stardust Spark Dragon. He is a level 8 Synchro, light attribute, dragon type. His effect says once per turn during either player's turn, you can target one face-up card you control. Once per turn, this turn, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. This is really cool. I'm glad that Stardust Dragon got some more support. Stardust Dragon is really good. This card is a little bit better, I think, because you can target one card, whether it's this card or one card you control, and it can't be destroyed by card effects or battle. So you could protect a monster, or you could protect back row, unless it's Cosmic Cyclone. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So he has a nice protection effect that I really like, and it's once per turn and both on turns, so you could protect a card on your turn, and if they try to destroy it on their turn too. So that is really cool. Let's keep on going. So next we have some Cyber Dragon support. We have Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. I really love this card. I have this card in real life. I have it in my Cyber Dragon deck. It's a really good card. It's a 5-star fusion, dark attribute, machine type fusion. 2 or more Cyber Dragon monsters. Its effect says a fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion materials. When this card is fusion summoned, you can target spell or trap cards up to the number of fusion materials for it that was fusion summoned, and you can destroy them, which is really, really great. I love that effect when I play this card because I can instantly just start destroying their back row. And also, once per turn, you can send up 2 light machine type monsters from your deck to your graveyard, and this card gains an additional attack for each of those. So not only are you blowing up back row, but you can also set yourself up for 3 additional attacks. It has 2100 attack. So you're looking at 6,300 attack if your opponent has no back row. Now in the TCG, that still is in an OTK. It's a lot of damage, but in Duel Links, that would definitely be an OTK because we only have 4,000. So let's say that your opponent's set down, I don't know, like Little D in defense, and he has nothing else. You could easily win because that's 4,200 attack still waiting after you destroy Little D. But anyways, he also has 1600 defense, and yeah, that is a great fusion, and I'm glad that Cyber Dragons are getting some more love. They are a great archetype. They're one of my favorite archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Besides Dark Magicians and Exodia. Alright, so next we have Super Heavy Samurai Wagon. It is a level 4 Earth attribute, machine type, effect. It says, when this card is normal or special summoned, you can change its battle position. This card can attack while in face-up defense position. And if it does, its damage is calculated from its defense. So, you can turn it sideways, and it attacks with 1800 instead of 1200. So you can kind of think of it as Invoked Kokikus, or however you want to say it. How it would turn into, how you could have the ability to turn it in defense, and it could use its strategy to counter getting destroyed so easily. So you can do that with this, but also it says if you have no spell or traps in your graveyard, you can change this card to face-up defense position. You can change this face-up defense position card to attack position. And if you do, you can add 1 Super Heavy Samurai Soul monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. So that was really cool. I like the Super Heavy Samurai archetype. I remember it in the anime. I believe his name was Gong. Or Gong. He was like that big dude with the Elvis looking hair. You guys know who I'm talking about if you've seen the anime. But anyways, I really did like his archetype. It was really cool. So I'm glad they're adding it in the Yu-Gi-Oh. So let's go ahead and continue. So next we have Artifact LANCEA, 5-star light attribute, fairy type, and its effect says you can set this card from your hand into your spell and trap zone as a spell card. During your opponent's turn, if the set card is destroyed from your spell and trap zone, sent to the graveyard, you can special summon it. During your opponent's turn, you can tribute this card from your hand or face up on the field. Neither player can banish cards for the rest of the turn. Now, this is a really interesting card because it can be special summoned by being blown up in the back row, and also you can set it as a spell. So that is really, really interesting. And also, you can use it as tribute requirements to stop banishing effects. So that's really, really cool. You could send this from your hand to the graveyard if your opponent tries to use Cosmic Cyclone, and they wouldn't be able to. I don't know if it's a... Oh, it is a quick effect. Okay, it says right there at the very end. So you can counter it. So that is really nice. Other than that, I don't see much play with it, but it just came out, so maybe someone will figure it out, or maybe Konami will release other cards with it. So, but that is really cool. I like it, but let's keep going. Next we have Deity Warrior Lady, 4-star light attribute, warrior effect. After damage calculation, when this card battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that card. Also banish this card, or that monster, sorry. Really nice. I'm glad we're getting some more DD support. I believe the last card we had relevant to this was DD Silent, sorry. And it had a little bit more attack. This one only has 1500 attack and 1600 defense, but it's still not a bad card at all because it is in a main box, so you can get up to 3 copies of this, like DD Assailant or Silent, and you could run some cheesy decks, just banishing your opponent's monster. And, yeah, so that's pretty cool. Glad this card's in it. Get some more cheese plays, maybe. Alright, next we have Tragoedia, or Tragoedia, however you want to say it. It is a 10-star dark attribute fiend. Its effect says, when you take battle damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, this card gains 600 attack and defense for each card in your hand. Once per turn, you can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls with the same level the sent monster had in your hand. Take control of that monster. Once per turn, you can target one monster in your graveyard. This card's level becomes the same as the target until the end of the turn. So this is a really, really crazy card. It can be automatically special summoned as soon as you take battle damage, and it gains attack depending on how many cards you have in your hand. And also you can steal your opponent's monsters. But I think one of my favorite effects is that one right there where you can steal it, and also the last one where you can target a monster in your graveyard and change its level. Because if you steal a tuner or you summon a tuner, you can change this level to a monster in your graveyard. And you can go up to some spicy synchros. You can go up to anything really, because he's just gonna change to whatever you have. So if you have a level 4, this can become a level 4, and bam. You know, you can get Stardust Dragon, you can get Red Dragon Archfiend, you can get Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon's really good. But anyways, you see where I'm going with this. So this card is really nice, really cool that it's in the new box. Glad to see some cool boss monsters. I think he would be a nice boss monster. But anyways, let's keep going, guys. So next we have Dark Magical Circle, a continuous spell card. I have this in my Dark Magician deck, and it is really, really good. But anyways, its effect says when this card is activated, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Then you can reveal one Dark Magician or Spell and Trap card that specifically lists the called Dark Magician among them, and add it to your hand. Also place the remaining cards on top of your deck in any order. Sorry. If Dark Magician is normal or special summoned to your field, except during the damage step, you can target one card your opponent controls and banish it. You can only use the effect of Dark Magical Circle once per turn. So this is really crazy. They just dabbled in some more Dark Magician support after we just got some from Dark Dimensions. And the new, well, not the new, but the Ritual EX stretcher deck. You know what I'm talking about with Magician of Chaos and Dark Cavalry. But anyways, this card is really, really good. Like I said, I have this in my real life deck, and it survives really good. So you can look at the top 3 of your cards, right? And then if it's marked Dark Magician or Thousand Knives, Dark Magic Attack, Magician's Navigation, any other cards that list Dark Magician in it, you can add it to your hand, and then you can place the other 2 in any order you like. And also, if you are able to normal special summon a Dark Magician, you can target their back row or their monsters and banish it. It is, you do have to target those, so they could counter it if they have something that goes against targeting. But the chances are still if they have it. So if they don't, you get a free banish. And if you do, well, I mean, it is what it is. But it is a really good continuous spell for Dark Magicians, and that is really cool. I hope I can pull this on my stream. I'm going to be doing a stream in a few days for this pack opening. So I hope I can pull this. Imagine pulling a Prismatic. Oh my gosh, that would be sexy. Prismatic Dark Magical Circle. Oh man. Alright, so next card we have Overload Fusion. It is a normal spell. It says banish from your side of the field or graveyard the fusion material monsters that are listed on a Dark Machine type fusion monster card. Then special summon the fusion monster from your extra deck. This special summon is treated as a fusion summon. I also have this card in my Cyber Dragon deck. A lot of these cards are really cool because it's reminding me of when I played the TCG. But it is a really, really good card for if you're just running that OG Cyber Dragon archetype, you know, because they do go in that graveyard, if you know. I'm pretty sure everyone knows. And you can just start spamming and go full out with your combos, and it has no really restrictions except the type of fusion it needs, and you're good as gravy for that. So that's really, really nice. I love Overload Fusion, so glad it's coming to Duel Links. But let's keep going. So I believe this is our last ultra rare. It is Chain Disappearance. It's a normal trap card. It says when a monster with 1,000 or less attack is summoned, banish that target with 1,000 or less attack. Then your opponent banishes all cards with the same name as that card from their hand and deck. So right off the bat, this is an immediate counter to invoke the archetype. You can set it, and let's say you go turn 1 and you set this, and they summon Aliester or Alister, however you want to say it. And it's gonna, does it just banish? Okay, it banishes it, and then also your opponent has to banish the other 2, or how many other copies of Aliester or Alister he has. And then he won't be able to use it, but I believe Invocation allows you to add a banished banished copy of it to your hand and then shuffle the spell into your deck. But anyways, it won't allow him to fusion. So that's really cool. It can also summon Man-Eater Bug, as you can see in the picture. It can stop, who else can it stop? Well, you don't summon Man-Eater Bug, actually, you said it. I don't know, I can't really think of any other monsters that are really tough to go against that have 1,000 or less attack. Are there? No, I don't think so. Well, maybe someone knows. But anyways, that's really cool that Chain Disappearance is coming here. The first thing I thought of was Invoked. Getting countered by this. But anyways, I'm wasting too much time. My phone's at 10%, so I need to speed this up. So I may just do the super rare, guys, so my phone doesn't die. I hope you understand. So first on our super rare list, we have Junk Archer. It is a level 7 Synchro, Earth Attribute, Warrior type Synchro effect. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, banish it during the end of the turn, return to your opponent's side of the field in the same position the card that you banished. It costs Junk Synchron plus one or more non-tuner monsters. So this is really, really awesome. I remember when Yusei first came out in level 40, you could go against this guy. He had it in his extra deck. It used to be an ultra rare, but now they bumped it down to a super rare. And I can understand now because how long it's been since Yusei came to the game. But it is really cool. I can't wait to use this because I did pull my second copy of Quick Draw Synchron. So now I have two, so that'll be really cool. I can probably make a really nice junk deck. But, yeah, that's really cool. I love Junk Archer. I'm really glad that he's finally going to be in the game. But let's keep going, guys. So next we got Cyber Dragon Core. Level 2 Light Attribute Machine Effect. When this card's normal summoned, add one Cyber Spell or Trap from your deck to your hand. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard. So summon one Cyber Dragon from your deck. Or Cyber Dragon monster, sorry. You can only use one Cyber Dragon Core effect per turn, and only once that turn. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while it is on the field or in the graveyard, sorry. Alright, so Cyber Dragon Core is really, really good. I like it. I have it in my Cyber Dragon deck. A lot of these cards I have in real life, which is really cool. And they're really good. And he's really good if you need a fusion card or cyber network. Anything else really, cyber plant. And this guy can get it out for you. And then also its name becomes Cyber Dragon while it's on the field or graveyard, so you can use it as fusion material. So that is really nice. And it is a cool card, so I'm glad that it is in Duel Links now. Or in a few days. So next we have Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer, sorry. It is a level 4 Earth Attribute Machine Effect. You can target one Super Heavy Samurai monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand to your side of the field to the target. If it attacks a defense position monster, it inflicts piercing battle damage to your opponent. If this card is sent from the field to your graveyard, you can add one Super Heavy Samurai monster from your deck to your hand, except this, or the same card name with this one, Soul Piercer. Really nice. I am happy that Super Heavy Samurais are coming to Duel Links, and it is getting some love and some support, and I hope that they make some more support later for Duel Links for this archetype, and maybe it can be a cool, solid, I don't know, like tier 3, tier 2 deck. So that'd be pretty cool. But anyways, let's keep going. I don't want my phone to die. Alright, so we have another Super Heavy Samurai card. This one is called Soul Peacemaker. It is level 1 Earth Attribute Machine Type Effect. You can target one Super Heavy Samurai monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand or field to the target. When this card is equipped to a monster by this effect, monsters your opponent control cannot attack monsters you control, except the equipped monster. You can tribute a monster you control equipped with this card by this card's effect. Special summon one super heavy samurai monster from your deck. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. 0 attack, 0 defense. So, this is really nice. You can equip it, and it is basically like a magnet. It can only attack that monster. And also, you can tribute a monster you control. You could contribute the monster it's equipped to. And then you can summon a super heavy samurai from your deck to your field. And it doesn't limit what monsters, so you could go into a really nice one. And I believe there are some really nice ones in here. They don't have the best ones, but well, they do have the ultra rare one. That one was really cool. These are not bad either. But I know there are some really, really good ones too, but I doubt Konami added them. But anyways, let's keep going. I only got 9%. So next we have Thunder DRAGONDUO. It is a level 8 dark attribute thunder type effect. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing one light or dark monster from your graveyard. Once per turn, if a monster effect is activated in your hand, this card gains 300 attack until the end of the turn. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can banish one card from your graveyard, then add one thunder monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, during your opponent's end phase, you can target one of your banished cards placed on the top or bottom of your deck. It has 2800 attack and 0 defense. Now, I really like this card. It is really awesome that Thunder Dragons are getting some more support. It is a really, really cool archetype. I've yet to see someone make a cool deck on it. But it was really nice that we were getting some more support. I really can't wait. I doubt Konami will ever add it to Duel Links, but I really like the Fusion, Thunder Dragon Fusion, even though it's probably too overpowered for Duel Links. But it is really cool, and I'm glad that Thunder Dragon's got some more support. But let's keep going. So next we have Variety Driver, level 1, Earth Attribute Machine Tuner, in effect. For Synchro Summon, you can substitute this card for any one Synchro Tuner. If this card is normal summon, you can search someone Lefty Driver from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn, 100 attack and 300 defense. So I don't know what Lefty Driver looks like, but that is really nice that it can be substituted for any Synchron monster, and also you can get a special summon from normal summoning this, so not bad at all. Really, really cool. But let's keep going. So now we have probably one of my favorite cards in this box. But anyways, it's Rush Warrior. Level 2, Wind Attribute. Warrior effect. Before damage calculation in either player's turn, if a warrior monster, synchro monster you control, battles an opponent's monster, you can send this card from your hand to your graveyard. Your battling monster's attack becomes double its current during this battle damage calculation only. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Synchron monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use the effect of Rush Warrior once per turn. So, I'm going to tell y'all why I really love this card. So, first off, during either player's turn, you can send it from your hand to the graveyard and double your Junk Warrior's attack. And there's also, just recently came out, a quick play spell called Scrap Fist. And that card also boosts your Junk Warrior's attack by double. And it also does battle piercing damage, and it also negates your opponent's back row and some other cool effects. But that is crazy if you think of comboing Rush Warrior with Scrap Fist with Junk Warrior. You're looking at a one-shot hit KO OTK right there, and I really want to try this out. There's a lot of decks I really want to try out. One of them I'm trying to get, but gems are scarce, and I'm saving my gems for this new main box, so I'll make it one day. But I am about to release one deck I wanted to showcase y'all. But y'all can stay tuned for that. But anyways, Rush Warrior is really, really nice. One of my favorite cards in this new box. Also, it can be banished to target a synchro monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So, some nice resourcefulness. But anyways, let's keep going. I only have 7%. I really want to make this video before my phone dies. Alright, next we got Giant Rat, level 4, Earth attribute, Beast effect. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Earth monster with 1500 attack or less from your deck in the attack position. So this deck is like Mystic Tomato, but for Earth monsters. And I was thinking, there's a new card that came out called Grand Soil, the Elemental Lord. Giant Rat could be comboed with this because it would just get out 2 more Giant Rats. And then all you need is 2 extra Earth monsters, and bam, you get Grand Soil out. And then you get a Monster Reborn, because that's the effect. If y'all don't remember, when Grand Soil is summoned, you can target 1 monster in either player's graveyard and special summon it to your field. So, really, really interesting that Giant Rat's coming. So, interesting card. Very interesting. Anyways, let's keep going. So next we have Crebones, level 2 Dark Attribute, Psychic Tuner effect. When this card is targeted for an attack, you can pay 800 life points and negate that attack. So a really, really nice tuner. I can see this being played a lot. Not only for Psychics, but just for a good tuner in general. Because that effect is really nice. You can just pay 800 and negate the attack. So you can negate a boss monster with like 3,000 or more attack, or you can just negate any attack, really. So that was really nice. It is also a tuner, so you can go into some spicy synchros. But yeah, let's keep going. So next we have a quick play spell, CYBERLOAD Fusion. It says, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a Cyber Dragon monster as material by shuffling the materials listed on the card into your deck from among your cards on the field or face-up banished cards. But the rest of your monsters cannot attack for the rest of the turn. You can only activate 1 CYBERLOAD fusion per turn. So this is really, really cool. I like this card. I really like that it's a quick play spell, so you can also activate it on your turn or the battle step. I mean, not the battle step, the battle phase. So that is really, really nice. I'm happy that Cyber Dragons are getting some more support. I'm really happy that I went into, I think it was called Cybernetic Rebellion, and I pulled 2 copies of Cyber Dragon and 2 copies of Cyber Twin Dragon. And I'm really glad that they're probably going to be really easy to get out now that we have a bunch more Cyber Dragon support. And my boy Zane is getting all that love, so that'll be really, really nice when the spots comes out. So I can't wait, but I got to keep going fast, guys, because my phone's urging on the teeter of death. But anyways, we have a field spell, PSY-FRAME Circuit. It says, if a PSY-FRAME monster is special summoned to your side of the field, except during the damage step, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, synchro summon 1 synchro monster using only PSY-FRAME monsters you control at the start of the damage step. If a PSY-FRAME monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can discard 1 PSY-FRAME monster. Your battling monster gains attack equal to the discarded monster's attack until the end of the turn. Now, this card is really cool. I like its effect. You can immediately synchro summon, and then also you can discard and it can gain attack. And this would be really interesting because I pulled a prismatic psychic synchro thought ruler. He's really cool, but I'm glad I pulled it prismatic. And I think that would be pretty spicy to try to get him out and use him with this field spell. So that'd be pretty nice to pull. Is this our last super rare? It is. Alright guys, I can't go over the rares. My phone is at 6%. So I'm going to end the video here. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit that like button to show me your support that it was good and you enjoyed it. And also, if you're new and you like my type of content, hit that subscribe button and bell notification on the right to always get my uploads. And also, I'll be dropping my Twitter and Discord server down below, so you can support me if you want to. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.